Sometimes once in a while, it gets goofy about going live. All right, good dawning. Welcome to Good Dawning with Mr. Floyd, myself, and hopefully, pick my mic in with me a moment. Having a blessed and most favorite day. All I do is pin it right to the. There we go. All right, so welcome. We got a new adapter for the microphone, so so you can hear my coughing just extra loud, right? There we go. But the Good Dawning PG, Millie, Karen, Laura as well. Laura will be live again Tuesday. She's got Tuesday Night Live. Yeah. All right, so we lose a card as well as I'm shuffling. We'll throw it back in because I was not ready for that card. But nonetheless, welcome. Hope you had a great evening. Again, if you were trying to join us last night, or if you joined us last night with Chloe there, she had a storm and her internet was pretty well knocked down. And so we're going to redo this, reschedule it, hopefully for next Thursday night. Where there's no storm, and rural internet in America sucks. It's generally rated the worst internet in all of modern world for the most part. America's rural internet is the worst. So favor, and so we'll get that all fixed up and try that again for round two. But yeah, so and I got the clip for my microphone delivered this morning. So yeah, we have a new adapter, which seems to be clicked right in and working like a champ. So yeah, we shouldn't get any cutouts anymore. And so either that or buy a new microphone or buy another one and return the broken one. No, you don't want to do that. But believe me, the old mind thought about that for a minute. Like, hey, but just buy another DJI mic and return the broken one. But it's really not broken. We got a clip, the USB-C adapter that plugs in there. And so really, we're all good. Grateful. So we got the Hero's Journey deck today, and today is going to be Freeform Friday. So if you have a question, we'll take Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, and the like. If you have questions, I don't know. I will take those for you. Lean, good dawning. Karen, Millie, Bonnie Binsky, good dawning. You sent me an email a while ago, and I spaced the living heck out of it about the Sekhmet interviews. Well, what I've started doing, there's a handful. I've got to dig them up, and there is one that's labeled, the first Sekhmet for sure, is actually under its own folder. But what I've actually started doing, so that I know and you guys know as well, is in the title. It took me forever to figure out to do that. And I could go back and do that, but I'm not listening to 5 months of Good Dawning to correct that now. So we go forward this way. But after each title, I put the who I channeled and just a little blurb about what we channeled. So like the last one, Isis, Archangel Raphael, or Saint Germain, and Unity. So you'll see that in the title now. So if you want to know who I'm channeling during each of the Good Dawnings there, or who I channeled, I should say, then you can look it up by the title, and it'll tell you who I channeled right next to it. I realized, yeah, it's kind of open there. And thank you, Bonnie. I got to sift through those. Really, you kind of gave me to reorganize those even more in some form or fashion there. But there's so many channelings there. It's 4 hours a week. But it's not all channeling. But all right, guys. So we'll do our project today as well. And we're getting 6 inches of snow today. So we go to the crystal shop that has never closed for snow, even with 3.5, 4 feet. They did not close. They have never closed for snow. The roads have been closed. They have been yelled at, but they were open. Nobody shows up. But nonetheless, so we will go to the crystal shop and have a nice chill day with these 6 inches of snow. There's a foot almost in Denver. So, yeah. But then you go to Fort Collins, it's 3 inches. So, interesting. But is it snowing in Longmont yet? Not yet, Karen. We have snow on the ground. Like, it's weird. I was in Berthoud last night, and there's no snow. I went to my friend who had a birthday. So we went and had some cake after the live last night. There's no snow in Berthoud. There's about 2 inches on the ground in Longmont. I'm hearing 3 or 4 in Denver, and then tonight there'll be a foot. You're going to get more snow than we will, Karen. We don't close for snow here, really. We have snow plows, etc. Yeah, except they don't plow the side street. What I've noticed is in most of even my apartment complex, they don't plow the side streets in Denver or in Colorado in general, but not here, at least in Longmont. But yeah, so favor. It'll be most of the snow will melt on the road. And when we do get snow around here anyway, Saturday afternoon, it's supposed to be sunny and 45. And when you have sun in the desert, it's like a magnifying glass, and it just melts the snow. What's funny though is there are spots on the streets where get no sunlight. Right, if you get zero sunlight in Colorado, and especially up here in Longmont and Denver and whatnot, and this today's snow will land on your lawn, it'll sit there till June. You won't lose that snow because there will be no direct sunlight to melt it away. Only the ambient air temperature, because there's no humidity, so there's nothing to hold the air temperature in the air except the direct sunbeam. So yeah, you can step out of a sunbeam and find it 15 to 20 degrees less, just like stepping to the left. Right, side streets, nope. But often there is a helpful neighbor with a plow in the front of his truck, big truck. This is true. And they don't do beet juice. We don't do beet juice. We don't do salt. Salt is a no-no in Colorado because it's it's bad for the environment. So they don't really they don't put anything down to mitigate, generally speaking. At least up here they don't, to mitigate icy roads. You just deal with it. All right. So good dawning, Chris, as well. If you're not checking Chris out, Indy Dawning, check him out with his Archangel Gabriel card. It's always a good way to frame up your day, although I've been catching it later in the day, but as long as you catch it, it's still the message is still there. So let's do the Hero's Journey card for today. Then, of course, we will do our 15-second project, which is up to you to carry over the weekend. And we only have a couple more days, so the 11th is next week. So where did time go? And then we'll have to pick up another project of some sort. And I did get my work schedule, so let me filter through that and what I need here from my universe, and I will pick some dates, and we'll have them on Monday. We will make a decision for our Brady Bunch style Thanksgiving Zoom meetup for the family, where we can each have our own little square and say hello. The question is, who wants to be Alice and be in the middle? That won't be me. But, nonetheless, we'll set that up. We don't close for anything. That's it. We don't close for nothing. Even the army closed, right? The army was like, screw this. We're closed. We get 6 inches of snow when I was at Fort Drum. Unless it was critical training, they just didn't care, right? I mean, they make up their own rules, so they're like, screw it. You get paid anyway, so we're taking the day off. So yeah, we are the Crystal Store more hardcore than the army. All right, so let's cut the 1, 2, and 3. And see what we get for today. And again, thank you guys for joining us last night. I know it didn't. The internet is what it is sometimes, but I thank you for sticking around on my 20-minute riff there. And nonetheless, yep, we don't panic about these things anymore. The last time we panicked was when the cell phone fell over. Remember that one? The cell phone tumbled. We had the one by the creek, and it didn't work. And then the cell phone tumbled off the table, and then rebooted my phone. Killed alive. So make sure that doesn't happen again. We pull forward. There we go. All right. We could stand, make sure the stand is not leaning off of the table. But at least now we're not getting the microphone cutting out either. So all is well, one step at a time. All right. So today's energetics. The magic zone. All right. So we are looking at the magic zone. It says the exhilaration of discombobulation. See that 3 times fast, right? All right. So are you entering the magic zone? Are you discombobulated yet? Upside down and backwards? Yeah, blessed to your neighbor there who do it. Josh looking so galactic in his Star Wars shirt. Love. I know, right? Well, we are literally living. This is, I mean, not in literal sense. You're not like seeing X-Wing fighters, mind you, but in a lot of ways, this is the energetics going on Earth right now. And it has been for quite a while. We're in the back end of what's called the Orion Wars. Teomont, or Maldek, is the asteroid belt for a reason. Mars is dirt red and empty, so they say. Russian photographs may tell you otherwise. Russian spacecraft photographs. There's an interesting, you want to go back, go watch our Wayne Steiger, dig around. He's got an interesting video about photographs that the Russian surveyor took when it landed on Mars versus the American surveyor when the American surveyors when they landed on Mars, or Devon Island. We're not going there, but look up Devon Island in Canada. We're not going there, but Devon Island or Mars, which one could it be? All right. So build in break. So looking for the magic zone. It's asking us to To find the magic zone, we don't need to crush it, but saunter slowly. So in order to get discombobulated, right? You get to go saunter, right? With all these weird words. So welcome to SAT English 101 here. We're going to saunter slowly into the exhilaration of discombobulation. So there you go. There's a sentence I've never thought I'd actually say. Are you sauntering slowly into discombobulation? Breadcrumbs of bliss. All right. So heed your pleasure principle. So wait, it's asking you to saunter slowly. But of course, breadcrumbs more slowly, right? So slowly follow the breadcrumbs towards your bliss and discombobulation, right? And just like saying discombobulation. Good dawning. Welcome, Blindly Inspired. She will be on Sunday again. And yes, I will be doing so not today, but tomorrow. I have nothing to do. I will walk around my apartment and finally take care of that. Blindly Inspired. All right, 4D1. Here we go. You hold the key to an awakened life. All right. There goes my nose. Snotty nose. All right. So you hold the key to an awakened life. So basically, in order to get to the magic zone, right? To find your magic and to be energetically discombobulated. That's what the card's saying. The exhilaration of discombobulation. So in order to do so, follow the breadcrumbs of bliss. Go slowly, build in your brakes, take your time. It's not going anywhere. Once you get there, you will find that you have the key to your own awakened life. Then you are in the magic zone. There we go. It takes a minute to put these together sometimes. But so where are you trying to speed through? Take it one step at a time. As I've been saying, the guides have been telling me, slow and steady wins the race. It's those who try to push their universe out of boundaries, out of the frame that they're in, or out of space and time, you can only go as fast as your universe is going to go. Anything else will kick you out of the flow. So if you're trying to push against the energies, it's not going to generally work. All right, we're going to do some grounding today with a gigantic chunk of agate, with a druzy cave, because druzy crystals on the bottom there, but you can't see it very well in the camera. All right, so we have our my horrible handwriting, our list of mantras and whatnot that I'm keeping track of so we don't repeat them, right? But all right, so today is Friday, so of course don't take your egg and fry your brain, smash your egg, right? This is your brain on drugs. Oh, bam, right? Have trust and enjoy the flow, because exactly, or you can watch Alice and you can enjoy flow there too. Kiss Margaret, right? All right. 11-8. So today's mantra that I wrote last night is my weekends bring me joy, right? It's your weekend. Let it bring you joy. Do not let it bring you sorrow. So my weekends, if you want to repeat that after me, it's real simple. My weekends bring me joy. So look for joy in your weekends. Look for freedom. Look for peace. What are you doing on your weekends? Are your weekends like a regular weekday? Do you have to work? Are your weekends Tuesday and Wednesday, for example? And if they are, then let those days, there we go, hiding off the camera. Let those days bring you joy. But really, I was sitting on my foot, on my leg. But my weekends bring me joy. Do your weekends bring you joy? We'll find out Monday. It is your responsibility. You're responsible for the joy in your universe. The joy does not just get handed to you. It's an energetic. It's a vibration like anything else. So my weekends bring, exactly. Every day really should bring you joy, but we understand weekdays versus weekends. So we always, the weekdays are more the responsibilities and whatnot. The weekends we can be more joyful and more energetically free, although we can do so if we are in line with what we're doing in our universe. It doesn't matter if it's Monday or Sunday. Going to work, if you enjoy your work, then it doesn't matter. Going to work is not like going to work anyways. It's like this. This is technically, I have a job Monday through Friday. I do good dawning with Mr. Floyd and my amazing family. But it's not work. This isn't work at all. This is the labor of love. This is the gift that I get for going through the dark night, 7 years of the dark night of the soul. What color crystals? My wedding weekends bring me joy. Mary wins. Good dawning, Mary. Yeah, Mary does. You know, if Mary wins, we all win, right? And Arwayne Steiger would having Mary say that Wayne wins, right? So we all win. Mary, thank you. I love that. Mary wins. If Mary wins, we all win. No, you win nonetheless. All right. But all right, guys. So let's do our 15-second project. This will be, I think it's generally speaking, the last of our. We'll manifest on Monday because we up to the 11th, right? And then we let go. And you can, if nothing comes into your frame, if nothing actually has happened, do realize you have shifted the energetics. It doesn't always mean when you're manifesting, when we have a drop date, does not mean the universe is listening, right? The universe does not be like, all right, get the UPS truck ready. Tomorrow's the 11th. We got to drop it off. Here's this wad of money. You're driving down the street. No, it doesn't happen that way. But you may see Sunday or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even a month from now. But you'll start seeing it coagulate. It'll come into your frame. You may get hints and allegations, so to speak, that it's showing up. But you may see it start showing up in your universe as well. So keep all that in mind, that when you're manifesting with a drop date of a specific date in mind, that it's not always going to show up exactly, pardon me, on that date. It'll show up somewhere around there if it shows up. And again, it's all going to be based on your energetics. I cannot state from your end if you guys took anything back energetically or not, or if you're still, like lack, if you're still coming from lack or whatnot. There's not going to be any manifestation per se. There might be some of what, but not all of what you're manifesting. So it truly depends. But all right, Mary always wins, of course. It's like Suzette. She's always sunny because it's her universe, right? Suzette's sunnyverse. So it's the same deal. It's a really smart way to put your. Yeah, I mean, she's already leading with the energetics of winning, right? And you can't beat that. I mean, it's she didn't have to fight too hard because she's put it in her name. I'm a winner. I'm Mary. I win. So there you go. Nathan, good dawning. Nathan won. He's in his new apartment. He'll have his first full weekend in his new apartment, and getting crystals together. It'll just be a little bit of time. We'll get some stuff up to Nathan and as well. And congratulations, Favor Nathan, on your first weekend in your new and furnished, from what we're understanding, apartment. May just keep on lifting it up there, brother. And amazing. All right, so let's go and do our 15-second project. We're also going to do some cord cutting and clearing as well. And then we'll take it to kind of take it from there. Amazing. The first half hour just always disappears right behind you here. But yeah, bountiful blessings to say the least there, Nathan. And all of you guys, really. When we think about it and you sit back for a second, went on this almost 6 months now, and it was supposed to be a crazy week, has not been, and we just keep seeing peace in our universe, and the universe just getting more and more peaceful. So just keep it trucking one step at a time here, guys. And so let's do our 15-second project. If you're new with us, you can pause the video. If you don't know what you want to manifest, but at this point, I would imagine you've seen this at least once. But either way, to manifest, all you have to do is feel it and see it. See it here, feel it here. Combine the two, send it up to the greater source field. And as Abraham Hicks, or Esther Hicks, Abraham is who she channels, Esther Hicks would say, you have to let it percolate, right? So you have to let it bubble up or percolate in the greater source field, in the larger energetic field. And then eventually it gets dense enough, you throw enough energy at it, it gets dense enough that it comes back down into physical manifestation that you are looking for. Just remember not to say, not in my universe. Don't manifest from needing or I am in lack and I have to have this, because if you're in lack, you create more lack. So the base energetic of your manifestation will affect your manifesting. So keep that in mind. That's how I need this, because if you need anything, generally you're not going to get it because you already have everything you generally need in the first place. It's more of a want. But I have a name on the back burner. All right. Hey, all you beautiful. Good dawning, Lindsay. Welcome. We're grateful you're here, and Karen as well. So, all right. So we're about to do our 15-second project. So let's take a deep breath. Inhale, if you would, please. And exhale. Out. One more in. And hold it. And out. All right. That's about as quickly as you can get yourself centered there. Unless you can stop and like drop into the grass or something, or slam your feet on clean Mother Earth. But that'll ground you. That'll get you faster than breathing. But all right. So again, 15 seconds. We're going to do our manifesting. This is, we got Monday. It will be our last of this project. Monday's the 11th. So we'll manifest through that and see where we stand on this on the 12th. But all right, so let's do our first, our last Friday of our 3 months. It's been like 2.5 months since we started this project. No habla español? Sí, un poquito. Un clase de español en escuela. Un clase de español. Un español uno en doso en clase. En clase uno, clase 12 en español. It's about as good as I do in Spanish. And the rest of it will embarrass the living you know what out of me. And you'll laugh. So there we go. No español. Hey, thanks, Millie. I'm moving to the cabin here today. Oh, fantastic. My stream is stalling. Ooh, favor. But Lindsay, favor to your move there. All right, so let's take 15 seconds in your universe. If you're driving, of course, don't close your eyes. If you're at work, do this inconspicuously. So eyes closed at work generally raises productivity. If you can take 10 seconds to close your eyes or 10 minutes to take a nap. But most businesses don't understand that and will berate you for that. So don't want to do that. Although this would probably raise your productivity on the back end. Don't look like you're not being productive there. All right. Yeah, favor travels to your cabin there, Lindsay. How awesome. All right, so take a deep breath in. One more, because we lost our center. And let's do our manifesting. All right, so we are manifesting our 15-second project. We are seeing it. We are Indy Purple, Toyota Tundra. No, just kidding. What are you seeing in manifesting in your universe? And hopefully it's starting to come into fruition here. All right, so it's about 15 seconds, give or take. So hopefully what you're manifesting has come or is coming into fruition for you. And even if it's not, then it's always practice to hold that into your frame and see what, nonetheless, and put it into the greater source field. If nothing happens and nothing does actually show up, then it's, we'll, as a group here and individually, it's to look back and see where did we possibly destruct our manifestation? Where do we deconstruct it, take it down, de-energize it, kind of lack it, what have you, that we might have done or that we can do at times, even just out of frustration. I'm not worthy of this. You wipe it right off the plate, so to speak. For the moment, I'll be warm. Yes, I don't plan to stay long. I was meant to leave over a week ago, but it seems like the next step. All right, favor to whatever your next step is, Lindsay. Sometimes, yeah, we don't always know, but favor to taking step to step there. But no, it doesn't seem to be stalling on this end. But nonetheless, all right. So if you have any questions, we're going to do some quick cord cutting here. But put these on the floor and get out the notebook. If you have any questions that you want to ask, I've done this once before. We never brought it back. For Saint Germain or Archangel Raphael, Sekhmet, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, what have you, myself, you have free to ask away in the chat. If we don't get any questions, that's fine. I'll jump in and do a channeling here. But let's do we're going to do our 15 cord cutting first, then we'll see if you have any questions that you guys can key up and throw into the chat if you so wish. But let's do our cord cutting here. And today we're going to cut energetics. Let's see here. The energetics of things, disappointing news that we've received over our universe. There we go. So if we've received disappointing news, if there's anything that's disappointing that's currently in your frame, if there's something that you're looking forward in your universe that is energetically not the funnest, we're going to cut cords to all of that. So if there's something, if you've received disappointing news, if you have disappointing energy, if there's something that you've been working towards that fell apart, if there's just the energies of like disappointment, uncompleted energetics, uncompleted manifestations would be another one. So just like the leftover lost energies there, we're going to call those. We're actually going to call those back. We're going to recall. I'm finding that doing recalls are actually more beneficial than doing cord cuttings per se. And we can all do cord cuttings at any time. Remember, you are not required to wait in any aspect. If somebody frustrates you, if you have to go to see a public utility, like somebody like pay your power bill and the woman at the counter is rude, maybe you have to go to the DMV and she's just sitting there chewing gum, staring at you like you lost your mind. Chloe, good dawning. And again, thank you, Chloe, for last night. We're going to reschedule this for Thursday. Rural internet in America sucks, and things are what they are. But we will get it up and running, and we will figure it out for sure. Grateful that you're here. Thank you, and thank you for even trying. It's the fact that you didn't want to go on live. Is like that's the whole energetics of it all. The universe knows, and we'll get it all fixed up. So we're going to do an energetic recall on missed manifestations, lost opportunities, things that disappointments in our universe, and things like that have just been hanging out there. Maybe we were trying to catch a plane once, we missed that. That would be a missed opportunity. Maybe we were trying to manifest something and it just never came into fruition, and maybe you got the opposite because you were in lack or something. So either way, we're going to recall all of our energetics and missed all of those energetics so that we can clear a little bit further. And it may have made more sense to flip this in front of the manifestation. But either way, it doesn't make a difference. It's all about clearing our field in the first place. So if you want to follow with me, we'll take another deep breath here real quick. So inhale and release. And inhale again. And release. Thank you. All right. So if you want to repeat after me, I recall, there we go, all of the leftover energies from any of my missed or broken manifestations, broken or unfilled goals and aspirations, any unfilled desires, and any unfilled plans that I have made. I recall all those energies, scrub them through the violet flame, and return those energies to myself, clear, clean, and positive energy. There we go. All right, so there we go. So we've removed all of the broken manifestations, all of the leftover and dangling dangling participles, so to speak, in our universe from disappointments, like missed planes, whatever it was that you were recalling it. But the blue transmissions, lady, or Maitra Fields, Lindsay, I know Maitra. Okay, interesting. Jump into a chat there. You can hear some really weird stuff if you're just jumping in the back end of a chat. So yeah, so doing those recalls there, and then Monday we'll of course do our cord cutting for the weekend, and of course we continue to cut cords for our parents every Monday, and siblings and brothers and sisters and whatnot as well. Due to that would be our siblings. Due to once we cut one cord, there's always going to be something else that might come up or what have you. So we just keep cutting those cords, keep working towards getting out of our trauma body, right, and into our light body. There we go. All right. Let's slide that over here. We're going to work with the agate. And so this is a big piece of agate with a druzy cave. So if you could slice this, when you could, I don't have the tools for it, but there's enough here to get some really decent slices off of this if I had the right saws. And you would get a really nice cave, crystal cave in each slice as well. There you go. You can kind of see it if you go like, there we go. So, yeah, that's what you call a druzy cave. Crystalline cave inside the giant piece of agate here. But all right, so it's 11:01. All right, 9:01. All right, grateful. Pardon me, I kind of woke up with a snotty nose. It's what it is, but best of health. I'm in favor in my own health. But so let's go ahead and we'll bring in Saint Germain as well and finish off the week of unity here, because there hasn't been any disunity. We haven't seen it. All of the crazy predictions that you hear, that we've heard, that they've said, not in our universe. I do find it curious that Arizona, and I'm not going to say anything there, but that a couple of states there have still yet to, Arizona and Nevada have yet to complete, neither is California, their count. That could be interesting, but 5 days, 4 days later, 5 days later, they're saying it could take weeks. I don't know how it takes weeks when, like, Florida was done in less than 2 hours. But so some states can take weeks, if not a month or more, to legally finish off their counting. But nonetheless, unless they really want to mess around, it's pretty much over. So we did skate by this whole week with exactly. So if we keep seeing a universe of peace, love, and we keep not in my universe. None of these things ever do happen. We never had both Canada, and we never had an October surprise, nothing. And we keep this up, right? Even the snow, not in my universe. It can snow all at once, but the roads will be fine, right? Not in my universe. So let's work with the agate here. I'm going to bring in Saint Germain. We'll do a quick channeling here. My sister had a druzy fall from the ceiling in her car in her lap, and she never seen it. What? Literally a druzy from heaven. Okay, interesting. Apparently, the states without ID validations were all blue. Of course, that's always the way it's been. We're not going into politics or anything else in this country, but yes, the red states want IDs, and the blue states have worked very hard to make sure that no ID is ever needed and that anybody just can generally walk in and vote. And some of the states were even conflating that, and they were all wrong, of course, that all the migrants that have moved into America, the 40 million, 50 million migrants, that they would have the right, which is not legal, but nonetheless. All right. So I am forced to take against my will and health, as I am allergic to such things as my health is under. You were forced to? Really? Did you get my question? No, but I can see it. Yeah, let's do some questions here. I forgot all about that. So yeah, I'm going to grab Nathan's question here as well, and we'll. I didn't see any jump in there, so I was kind of staring at the chat. Let's see if I can find Nathan's question. Here it is. 5 years ago, I was almost told my sister. No, that is not Nathan's question. All right, if Nathan had one, I don't see it, but there it is. All the gods, malevolent spirits, you channel Josh. Can I receive help getting my medical rights back over the next few weeks? Ooh, that's something we can't. Ooh, yeah, Nathan. Unfortunately, that's. I don't know if that was your specific question there, but medical rights, ooh, favor. Let's all hold Nathan up in the highest light there, having your medical rights taken away, which fortunately, yeah, unless you got involved with the courts. So let's see Nathan untangled from the system. I know in Canada, it's a lot different than it is in America because your medical situation is tied into the government itself. Not that mine isn't, because I go to the Veterans Administration, but I need healthcare. But nonetheless, let's hold that Nathan in the highest light. There's no way to answer that, Nathan, to get your medical rights back. I hope that was your question. I went back pretty far. But best way, one day at a time. I don't know what to state on that one. Favor, I don't even know. So your sister has medical say? Oh, if your sister has medical, wow. I don't even know how that happens. Favor, Nathan. Big favor. Yes, I need a community post from a reader that made perfect sense about spiritual people, fear-mongering, and the programming their politics will show the darkness still within. Yeah, big favor, Nathan. I don't know what to... Saint Germain, we don't know what to say to that. And how you lose your medical rights is beyond questioning with us here. But how did you lose those is the question we want to ask. And you get yourself involved with the courts. Was there something, situation that happened? We don't know. But favor, we don't know how you can really... The best way to get your medical rights back is to find yourself. Grab your center and walk from there, because somebody is taking your energetics, right? So in order to gain your energetics back, at least through that, we don't know how your system works in Canada. We know it's a lot more than you would find in America. Josh has a few Canadian friends, so he knows that Canada is living in a lot more of this than a lot of this, and you are more tight. You are not as free as you would be, so to speak, right? Good dawning, Viviane. We are grateful you are here. But we do not, that's just a question you do not really can have an answer. Sometimes you have to walk into your frame first by squaring yourself up. But, honestly, we're going to state this, but the best way to get a liar, this is going to be the best thing we can tell you, is to see if you can pro bono, right? Go to maybe a local college or what have you. Find somebody who would help you, because this is going to have to go through the legal system if you are being forced, so to speak. Although I don't know how they can force you. Nobody's watching you take your medication, right? If you take it, we're not saying put it down the toilet, but there's been no completion. Right? Nonetheless, if you are being forced to take medication against your will or something, yeah, I would going to recommend honestly, that you might want to get a lawyer. Can I get help with my medical rights? So my sister doesn't, but she called the cops to put me in the psych ward. It happened because she can't stand me. So it sounds like you might need to move away. Well, you did move away from your sister there, but we are going to send love to your sister, and we are going to hope that for your end, you want to advocate for yourself. Maybe you find a pro bono, right? No cost, right? Attorney who can help to get you out of this whole legal situation here with your medical rights or lack thereof. And in Canada, I understand, it's a lot harder. Your rights aren't as solidified as they are like in America. And they're not that solidified here either, but it's a lot more flimsy, so to speak, up in Canada. So we wish you favor there. There's not much we can say to that. But your best bet, honestly, is to stand in your frame, stand strong, and to advocate for yourself by either filing through court or getting an attorney who can help you. And of course, who would do very discounted pro bono, which you could probably do. In America, you will go to like the ACLU or to a local college where you will get a student who can legally help you, and they may not have passed the bar yet, but college students sometimes they can go to court on the legal because they are working towards that, right, as part of training and such. So we could see what you can do there. But basically, in the same situation, my mom kicked me out, and now I have no home and stuck in the legal system. Court and all, even if I don't do anything. Yeah, maybe you two should get together and discuss. If you want to flip emails and talk to each other through my email, I can pass on emails through Mr. Floyd, through Josh's email, Mr. Floyd Channeling. With an S, channelings, there you go, at gmail.com. So if you want to send an email to Josh, PG, or to Nathan, we have your email. But if you want to say, yes, PG, if you want to send email to Josh, then we can get you in touch with Nathan. It's all up to you guys. But if we get emails, I will connect you two and you are in the same boat, right? So to speak and maybe communicating together, buds of a feather, right? Who flock together. It makes it a lot easier, does it not? All right. So do you have any other questions in the chat? I was upset to have missed our live, but we are grateful you are here. Do you have any questions? We have a pen, and we are going to give you a moment. Saint Germain, I'm willing to email PG if PG is willing. All right, so we will do that. Nathan, so it's up to PG. If PG sends an email to Josh, then we will send it to Nathan, and Nathan and PG can get together because they are in the same situation. And both of them, I don't know if PG is in Canada or not, but nonetheless, we will hope to see Nathan. We will see Nathan with an attorney, right? A free one who will be advocating for his universe, right? And get him freed from that. So no stress at all, Chloe. So blue candle, truth and legal. I will look up some stuff. Oh, Millie's going to look up some stuff. We don't know what, but legal stuff, I guess. I don't know. Will my father-in-law receive a diagnosis next week? Well, we are on here to read. We do the best we can here, Madison. We are grateful to see you here. Saint Germain is grateful. We do not know. We do not read Saint Germain. When we are reading this, we are not reading like the future, like your teacups or tea leaves, like Ulu tea leaves on YouTube, right? She reads the tea leaves, and she's very good, but nonetheless, Ula tea leaves. There you go. But what we can say is, if your father is meant to receive, it's 12:12, make a wish, right? There you go, 9, 10, 11. But he is leaned over. It is funny to see Nathan there with the extra hour as he's in New Brunswick, right? He's leaned over. In the United States is here, right? And he's in that part that leaned up in towards Canada, outside of the United States, right? So it's kind of funny to see that when he is way up north like that, north of Maine, right? So it's nice and cold up there, right? So he can relate to the 6 inches of snow. But to go back to your question, Madison, will your father-in-law, we do not know if if he is meant to receive his diagnosis or not. If he is looking to receive a diagnosis, and he is in favor to his health, apparently that, he would need to be grounded into being ready to receive a diagnosis. If he is looking to square up what is going on in his universe, is he prepared for that diagnosis, is the question. And hopefully favor that it is an amazing diagnosis. But nonetheless, we cannot answer that. That is not the way we kind of work. We do not read like the future. What we are asking, when we say questions, it's about how is your universe going and how can the energetics, how can we, Saint Germain, it's Saint Germain's job to teach the energetics of what is going in your universe. Now, your universe is affected by the energetics of yourself. but probably not. And if he is not ready for the diagnosis, then he probably won't receive it nonetheless. We need a diagnosis to move forward legally to help. Ah, I see what you are getting at here. Well, favor that if the diagnosis is whenever it's supposed to be, but we are in understanding at least a little bit more there. So situations like that, lots of medical situations and diagnoses going on and legalities in this universe here. So we are hoping that you find balance and that you get the answer you are looking for so that you can move forward legally. But yeah, that we cannot answer. We do not. We are not in control of Father Time, unfortunately, and even if Father Time marches on, but we ask that you stay present, and that is, it'll show up in your presence when the present of the diagnosis is ready. That's all we can really state. All right. Do you have any other questions? Anybody have any other questions for either Saint Germain or Isis or Kuan Yin or White Buffalo Calf Woman or anybody else? Otherwise, we will move on. We will use the agate, right? And you can use that. But Lindsay knows a lot of people. She's a people who know people, right? All right. So if you don't have any questions, then we are going to give it another few moments, see if anything shows up in the chat. Oh, pardon me. All right. I just dropped out of channel with the burping, but the burping's the energetics. It doesn't always happen, but I haven't channeled in a minute. I will burp. And Isis at hotmail.com. Isis, why did Isis choose to talk to you? I didn't know Isis did. All right. Nathan, we are grateful. Mother Isis is grateful for you. Mother Isis talks to everybody who is willing to listen, Nathan. So Mother Isis, if Isis has talked to you, Nathan, she sees that your universe is getting better and wants to help. So Mother Isis will help behind the scenes energetically to move things around, but there's only so much that we can do with your legal situation too. So it's in the PG and Nathan collaborate together. This year it's about coming together with your soul tribe and being afraid to ask and reach. Exactly. That is very true there, Millie. You are correct. It is about finding, and we are here, we are finding our soul tribe together. And we cannot answer your email. Why did we talk to everybody? We don't choose, Nathan. If you are on the frequency for Mother Isis, you will hear and we will speak with you. We speak with anybody who is willing to listen. The more you doubt your abilities, the more you will suppress. Millie is dead on there. Maybe as well. This is something you are hearing, Nathan, right? Maybe you are connected with Mother Isis in a deeper way as well. So do keep that in mind. But maybe you are at all your connection, the trash truck. But it's all, we speak to whom is meant to be heard, is meant to hear, right? Let's, Mother Isis is going to work. We only have a few minutes left for today's dining. And so we are going to use the agate crystal, right? The druzy crystal. And we do not see any other questions in here. Lots of people are going through similar things. We send love to those who are dealing with medical issues, dearie. We send love to those who are dealing with issues of the family and the cards. Sometimes our family wants to think that they are doing the best that they are for us when they are really stepping their nose where it doesn't belong per se. But medicine has a question. We see that. All right. So let's see if medicine. Thank you, Lynn. Medicine. Did you put the question in the... We need a diagnosis. No, we do not. So if medicine, if you have a... Yes, put your question in all caps. Thank you. Millie, we appreciate that. Put your question in all caps and we can answer that for you because it stands out, right? It's otherwise. But we are going to, dearie, I'm going to work with the agate. If we see a question, we will stop and, of course, answer your questions, dearie. All right. So if you are, this is energetics here, right? So if you, she had asked, and she did ask her question about, we go back a little bit. There's not much that we can ask. She was asking about her father-in-law and getting a diagnosis. Again, we do not read Father Time. When the energetics are in balance is when you get your answers. So Not until the right time when you are balanced out, but otherwise. Okay, so if you have another question, it'll show up in caps. He probably, you can welcome to Josh's universe where his father has frontal lobe dementia after his third. We aren't going to say that on the YouTube, but after his third one, the front brain, just like Bruce Willis, right? Bruce Willis, his third thing, right? His frontal lobe went collapsed, and now Bruce Willis barely knows he's Bruce Willis, right? Same thing with Josh's dad. His frontal lobe collapsed, and now he doesn't know who he is. So yes, we can certainly medicine relate. In those diagnoses, sometimes you need to take a literal sample of the brain. Sometimes it can take a while to get. But yes, if he has Alzheimer's, big favor, big love, we hold him up, we put direct. Hold them up in the highest love. And Saint Germain here, of course. And so we hold them up in the highest love that your grandfather, your father-in-law, if he has Alzheimer's, favor, you get your diagnosis. And then you can, yes, you will have to take control of his affairs, so to speak, and big favor to all of that. And so we love you for that medicine. It's not easy when you are having to go through that. We understand. For Josh, his dad, we are working on getting him a flip phone to stop the messing around with the cellular computer on his pocket so he doesn't give away the farm with the emails and whatnot. So it's not easy. But yes, big favor, big hugs, and just remember the memory of who he was and not who he is now, of course. Seems a lot of people are being diagnosed with schizophrenia. Maybe people are just tuning in. There are many ways to go about. It is an interesting deal that the mental health is shifting around, but as things settle down, people will find the balance here. But yes, it is kind of an interesting deal that PG, we would love to know your story. What did PG say? Writing a book. Ooh, there you go. So yeah, if you got Nathan's, if you received Nathan's email there, then you can scroll back to get it. But yes, people are waking up, and it's a grateful thing. So we are going to use the waking up, the agate, right? And we're going to do that for a couple of minutes to get you balanced for today on this Friday. Remember, if you are watching Helene, you are not allowed to fry any Oreos. And of course, do not take the egg to smash your counter. You are frying your brain, right? We are not doing any of that either. I have a diagnosed friend going through at the moment as well. Favor to everybody who's going through any of the diagnoses here. All right. Josh needs to blow his nose, but nonetheless, we'll figure that out afterwards. Let's go ahead and work with the agate. We're going to, if you're not interested in working with the energetics, you can always drop off. Or put your computer screen down. There you go. But we are going to help clear you out and ground you. The agate. Very strong grounding stone. You want to ground yourself. Pick up an agate. Boom. You'll feel it in your root chakra immediately. And of course, do not forget Tuesday night live with Lara B. We are going to do Oracle and Tarot. And of course, Sunday night, Blindly Inspired with episode number 4 of Feng Shui, right? So we are going to give her some respect. She is doing this at 1 a.m. Germany time. So I want to be subject to the testing. And they couldn't make me because I stood my ground, my path. Not for everyone. There are, exactly. I saw a video from mental health professional. A lot of people diagnosed with schizophrenia actually have entities attached. Yes, that is, Chris. That is a good comment, Chris, that if you have schizophrenia or if you are delusional or paranoid, you might have an entity attached to you. Absolutely. If you are feeling that you are having schizophrenia, right, you could go see John Binney, and he will check to see if you have. We're not saying, this is not medical advice, John. It's not a doctor, and we are not saying to skip your doctor. But if you are feeling that you are having a parasite attachment, see John Binney. Viviani would work too. She removed the Josh's throat, right? There you go. Exactly, Chris. That was a good comment there. And we are going to remind Josh not to take his vitamins before doing good donning, because as they break down in his stomach, the little bit of nausea, no fun. Well. See, if you are clearing the negative attachments, Nathan, maybe you are not schizophrenic. We're not saying that you are, aren't, or any of the medical stuff that is going on, but you are probably feeling lighter, if nothing else, right? All right, we're going to end this really quickly here. Josh is feeling a little nauseous, but... All right. This is about that time for Josh to get ready to go to work. So we are going to say we are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain and Goddess Isis theory. And we have channeled releasing. We are grateful you are here and we are hoping you have a great weekend. I'm going to go too much longer here. Josh is feeling a little nauseous. He took his vitamins before the show and now his stomach is a little queasy, but we are grateful for you. And next, releasing transmission. There we go. Bring myself back. Next Monday, don't forget that's the 11th, and that's the day of our, I keep burping here, the day of our drop date on our manifestation, right? Our 11/11 manifestation. So, Madison, grateful. Hope to see you again. And if you're watching this in the rewind or the replay, I mean, it's been the best show, but I'm grateful that you watched. Please hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. One thing I never state, and I will state, but I never do, and I don't know why. But please, if you're interested, we are open for business. There we go. So if you want an energetic, universal energetic attunement session with Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo Calf Woman, Sekhmet, and more, email me at Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, and I can set you up. I've set you up, Nathan, now that you're... I'm going to send you, I would go through my schedule, and we're doing, since Nathan's moved into his place, we're setting him up with a free one-on-one session to kind of move him forward there. So we've given all the energetics possible if you get a new place or have something big in your universe, and you never know, right? But Nathan, I will send you an email with some times there, and we'll get you set up. But yeah, favor to all of you guys as well. Bonnie, thank you. No, I'm all right. It just passed. You know, when you take your vitamins first thing in the morning, sometimes you get that queasy feeling, and for like a couple of minutes, you feel like you're gonna like nauseously knock over as the vitamins break up in your stomach. That's exactly what's going on. Thank you, I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, I appreciate all of you. Sunday night at 5 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock Eastern, or 1 a.m. Germany time. We will see. We'll have Blindly Inspired on. Mary, we are grateful for you. Remember, if you see Mary, you've won. And so Mary wins. You win. When Mary wins, you win. And as well. And of course, keep Rick Downing in your thoughts as he's going through his medical services. And of course, Scotty and all those who come from our Wayne Steiger. Thank you guys for joining us, as you do, Mary, as well. Thank you. Grateful. Grace. Those who come from, who've been with us and from Inspired Nation, if you didn't see that last night, with Sonia Choquette. She's always great. And I know Helene and I always bang into each other on Sunday mornings before tarot time. Sonia Choquette being on a half an hour beforehand. So yeah, if you watch tarot time, a half an hour before tarot time is Sonia Choquette. So there you go. You can watch her live. She was on Inspired Nation last night. And she's always great. And so thank you guys. I love you all. Karen, stay dry. We're supposed to get where Karen's at. She's closer to 10 inches of snow where I'm at. We got about 6 inches of snow, and it's starting, and we already got 2 on the ground. So it's going to be a fun day. But by tomorrow afternoon, it'll all be on the roads at least. It'll be 45 and sunny, so it'll all melt out. But grateful. Thank you guys for another awesome week of Good Dawning as well. And Good Dawning and family. And you guys are the family here. Oh, Madison, are you local as well? If you're local, then cool. Favor. But yeah, all right, guys. I started. Let me see there. I started dozing, so not sure what I missed. Not much, Karen. Honestly, it's been kind of a loose and quiet show. 6/5, Good Dawning, as well. We're grateful to have. Grateful to have you here. You know, it's always dangerous, right? When you put your thumb to the phone and start moving, scrolling the chat, you never know. You could end up one fat finger away from killing the whole stream, right? Actually, I've just kind of bounced. I feel good. All right, guys. So yeah, Nathan and PG, definitely get connected there. If you need to sync through my emails, PG, send me an email. Nathan, I got your email already. And guys, thank you. Chloe, next Thursday we will figure this out if we do Zoom or whatnot. Sunday night again, blindly inspired. So we will see her with feng shui number 4. And Tuesday we will see Lara B. And I will see you all later. I'm going to do ISIS real quick. And if I don't have time to do ISIS, I apologize. I may throw Kuan Yin because it's 9:28 and I got to be at work at 10 a.m. in the store with the front door unlocked. So what I might do is throw out a Kuan Yin in the speediness of it all, just the untimeliness of it's hard because I got to get up earlier to do ISIS. Or what I really should start doing, and I don't think you guys would care. Are we doing ones? What about a Zoom? Yes, the Zoom we are doing. I got my work schedule, so Monday I'm going to figure out, put my calendar together, right, over the weekend and figure out exactly when. Near Thanksgiving, I'll put out a couple dates. I'll make a poll. We'll throw it out there. The one with the highest thumbs up will be the day that we set up we'll set up the Zoom Brady Bunch call, so to speak, and kind of hang out for like a couple hours. And you guys can chat. I'll be in and out, kitchens, like my kitchen's right there. So like up and down, but yeah, we can chat, whatnot, hang out. I'll make some popcorn, right? But yeah, so I just got my work schedule filled in up through, it's filling in up through Thanksgiving. It should be filled in the rest today. And so, yeah, over the weekend, I will redo my calendar to put out what we need. And there we go. So we definitely, for sure, we will be doing that. And so, yeah, it'll just require you guys sending emails back to me so that I can send you guys the links. But really, that's it. All right, guys, I love you. Stay awesome. Remember, everything you do creates your universe there. And have an amazing weekend. Stay balanced and hold Nathan and all those who are going through all these medical and legal situations, hold them in your favor. Hold Rick in your favor. We haven't heard from Rooted Willow in a while, and maybe you need to send her an email. Hold her in your favor as well, since she's in Moraine, North Carolina, and they just keep getting pounded with this, that, and the other. Big favor to them as well, and her family. Her mom there, the medical conditions that she's energetic, she's willing to as well. Chloe, we'll get you Thursday. Guys, stay awesome. And of course, go to Chloe's channel though. Chloe, nonetheless, I still want that $22 the fluorite tower and the carnelian bracelet. So there we go. For sure. But go to Chloe's channel for sure. She's if you want looking for crystals, you don't have to wait till Thursday night. She's got a ton of stuff on her channel, and as well, you can always reply to her any of her videos, and she'll reply to you, and emails and whatnot. But yeah, so check out if you're wanting to do some shopping this week, and you don't have to go very far. Just go to Chloe's channel. It's pinned there from the live from last night, so it's all there. So check her out. Her email's there as well, and so yeah, you can still do some shopping, but we'll work out otherwise. But most all of her videos aren't live. Live internet is a lot different than just recording it and uploading it. You got to have a steadier stream, and if your stream goes like this, which most rural internet in America does, unfortunately, it knocks out the stream. So yeah, and that's what happened last night with the storm. It wasn't any better. All right, guys. There we go. Thank you, Millie. Thank you. Really, Millie, that's blessed. Thank you, Johnny on the spot. Grateful, Millie. That's Chloe's. So yeah, check out Chloe's channel if you got nothing doing, or if you're looking for crystals there. Or if you need something anyways, you can always email Chloe directly, and she will ask you, just tell her what you're looking for, and she'll see if she's got it and shoot you a picture. But yeah, thank you guys again so much. Love you, family. Check out Chris the Volunteer with his Archangel Gabriel card. And of course, if you're needing some balance and centering, take 10 minutes and listen to his Sacral Chakra Bowl. It will make your day much more calm and pleasant. Love, light, and peace to all. Love you guys. And remember, Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Monday's the drop date. So do your 15-second project. And if you get cut off by a skateboarder in your car there, or if you get cut off at the grocery store, immediately cut the cord. I love you all. Stay awesome. Stay beautiful. Thank you, family. We roll into the 5th month. We're 2 weeks shy of 6 months. The next week will be 2 weeks shy of 6 months. So we're 5.5 months in. And we've gained, this is what's crazy, is we've gained like 15, usually I'm slow and steady and it takes, maybe 20, 25 people a month and, it's slow. No, we've gained like almost 20 people in like 3 days. So grateful. Channel is growing and I am grateful for that. Love you all. Stay awesome. And if you're new here, if you're one of the new ones that have recently subscribed, I thank you. The family thanks you. The larger the family is, the more we invite more to the family. Yes, we do. We need rain in PA and New Jersey. I can bring you some snow if you want, Chris. If you want to rent me a pickup truck, I'll fill it up with snow and drive it out there for you. But that's about the best I can do. By the time I get there, I'm sure it'll be probably melted too. But we can throw some freeze-dried ice on top of it. But I can bring you a pickup truck full of snow. That'd be about it. Thanks, Bonnie. I appreciate it. And yeah, and for in the future, of course, all the channelings, all of the good dawnings will have whom I've channeled in the title and just a brief synopsis of the channeling as well to make it a lot easier as to what because yeah, I've realized that we got like 5 months of who is he channeling, what is he saying, other than the title card, and that doesn't help. So thanks, guys. I love you. Stay awesome, and I will see you all in the next. Thank you.